Hello, my dear friends. Joe Biden, a political figure that leaves many questions unanswered. Why shaking hands to invisible colleagues? What's wrong with his TV speeches? And why is Ukraine so important to Biden? Joe Biden is an old politician who should be retired already, but back in the day he was very convenient for the US elites. His political behavior was essential and it helped to remove Donald Trump from the office. He reached his support of the electorate. He was a promising politician, but that's just one side of the medal. Conspiracy theorists and some regular Twitter users called him a fake president and mocked him for Truman Show presidency, for his fake TV set, for his speeches and conferences. But the scary truth is that he's very real, and as any politician he's got his own goals. Many know political dirty game between Biden and Trump. The reputation is everything. And this is when Ukraine comes in. Ukraine was the key for Biden's failing reputation. His son, Hunter Biden, was involved in Ukrainian oligarchs' corruption scheme. This was the start for political influence in Ukrainian region. Let's put aside the coup provided to the country back in 2014 and the Kiev's dangerous action and crimes committed. Time after the coup was the time for the Ukrainian elites to either gain wealth and power or lose it all. America's interference in world's politics is a fact. This is a conversation between two American politicians.
So, I don't think Cleach should go into the government. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in terms of him not going into the government, just let him sort of stay out and do his political homework and stuff. We want to keep the moderate Democrats together. The problem is going to be Tony Book and his guys. And, I'm sure that's part of what Yanukovych is calculating on all of this.
I think Yats is the guy who's got the economic experience, the governing experience. He's the guy, what he needs is Cleach and Tony Book on the outside. He needs to be talking to them 4 times a week, I just think Cleach going in, he's going to be at that level working for Yatsenyuk. It's just not going to work.
The government formed exactly the way these two planned, and by the end of their conversation they mentioned Joe Biden, who was the vice president at that time, who was responsible for Ukraine's relations with the US. This fact leads us to Biden's involvement in corruption scheme in Ukraine. Zlochevsky, a Ukrainian oligarch and the head of Burisma Holding, a company for a group of energy exploration and production companies. Burisma Holdings has operated in the Ukrainian natural gas market since 2002. It is one of the largest private natural gas producers in Ukraine. Zlochevsky was a friend of Yanukovych and he was also a politician, which makes it illegal for him to have any business running. After the Maidan, his cover, Yanukovych, left the post. New heads of state meant that he had to arrange everything all over. He hired Hunter Biden and he took a seat in Burisma. Yes, son of the President of the United States of America. Hunter's chat with Burisma was leaked, but the mass media in the US brought up Trump to social view in order to save Biden's family name from shame. Hunter Biden became a protection from the new authorities in the country. There were also an ex-president of Poland, Alexander Kwasniewski, and Leonardo. The thing is, right after the coup, the US and the EU were trying to get rid of corruption in Ukraine with different newborn institutes and organizations. The situation went awkward. The Senate had a report on Biden, named Hunter Biden, Burisma, and corruption, the impact on US government policy and related concerns. The reports contain many Hunter scenes and fishy deeds. But what is Joe's role in all this? The General Prosecutor of Ukraine, Viktor Shokin, he's the new character in our little theater of madness. He opened several cases on Zlochevsky. Shokin started to be a problem for the Burisma company, so Hunter asked his daddy to help him out. Basically, Joe Biden told Poroshenko that if he'll get rid of the general prosecutor, he'll give money to Ukraine as a financial aid for the government. Basically, he covered for the Ukrainian oligarch and made Ukrainian president remove his prosecutor due to his inconvenience to the Biden's family reputation. This fact was confirmed by Joe Biden himself.
I said, you're not getting the billion, I'm going to be leaving here, and I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
There you have it, a political game with all its dirt, and the sad truth is that the President of the United States is involved. One might ask, so what? And the answer to that is nothing, just a fact of Ukraine's corruption problem and Joe Biden's involvement in money laundering. Nobody's going to do anything about it since it's the elites we're talking about. Goodbye.